I once encountered a guitarist who was technically proficient at playing Yngwie Malmsteen songs. He played them flawlessly. He was shredding and sweep picking at a level which made me want to quit guitar. But let me tell you where I met this brilliant prodigy. At a basic guitar class I was teaching, where his classmates were struggling to play the basic C major chord. Why was he there? He said that he had learned everything via tabs. If the song was tabbed up, he could learn it and play it. But since Malmsteen songs clearly don't have the good old faithful C, F, and G chords that mere mortals like ourselves play, he never learned them. But more pressing than that, he didn't know what made music work. All the concepts of notes in a scale, rhythm patterns, chords, playing in a certain key, zero knowledge. And that's a scary way to live as a musician. Real talk, that's how some of us live in worship ministry too. And if we're being honest, if we just had some music theory, we'll experience a lot less trouble in our preparation to serve on Sunday morning. While we don't need to have grade 8 music theory to perform our duties, knowing basic music theory helps us with two very important tasks. Number one, assimilate and learn songs faster by understanding the relationship between chords in the context of the chord progression. And number two, transpose music quickly if the key is too high or too low for singers. To help us with today's video, we'll be using a tool from our sponsor, Chordii. A big thank you to Andrew and Ian for sending the Chordii, a very handy reference tool that displays chords that work well together, which you choose by turning the wheel to the desired key. I'll show you how the Chordii works as the video progresses and how I'm finding it to be invaluable. Welcome to Live Cam Mode. I've got my acoustic guitar here and we are going to simulate learning a song. Today's demo song was written in 30 seconds and I know it's a little bit theologically light. It sounds like this. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. Yes, I do. How is the Chordii going to help us learn and assimilate this song faster? It's going to help us visualize the intervallic relationships between the chords. Chords don't just happen in isolation. They are strung together in a chord progression, and when you play chords that are in the same key, one after another in a certain sequence, that communicates a certain flavor and a certain kind of emotional information. So C major has a sound, G major has a sound, but you put them two together, now that space between C and G has a certain sound to it. Same thing with G and A minor. Now on the Chordii's extreme left, the wheel side that you can spin is the key center. That's chord number 1. Now imagine a big letter I over here. That's supposed to be chord number 1, the tonic, the root. So when you're cycling the wheel, you're changing the key center of the Chordii. In this case, we want to be in C major because this is what the song is in. Very briefly, because this is on music theory, what they've spelled out here is the C major scale from C to B, and imagine this last note be here being C. The major scale has 7 notes in it: C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And so we count the notes from C major being 1, C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, G is 5, A is 6, and B is 7. So here's a fun and cool thing about Western music theory over here. Once you have established the notes in your scale from C to C over here, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, if you build triads based off these notes, and what Chordii has done very conveniently in the middle of this card is spell out the triads for you. Triads are built from skipping the notes in between. So a triad that you build from note number 1, which is C major, is C, E, and G, 1, 3, 5. The triad that you build off D is 2, 4, and 6, which is D, F, and A. And the triad that you build off E is the 3, 5, and the 7, E, G, and B. What do you get? 1 is the root, the 3rd is the E, and the 5th is the G. So you get this sound. This is the tonic, the root chord. The second triad from D, D, F, A, D, F, A, you get a minor sound, D minor. So the 1 chord is C major, the 2 chord is a D minor, and same thing here, you build off E, it is, you get E, G, and B, which is E, G, and B. That is also the minor sound, it's E minor. So if you build triads based on every single note of the scale, you get this sound. C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, and then you get A minor, Then you get B diminished, which is your 7, 2, and 5. B. It's a bit of a stretchy chord here. Back to C major. So these are the 7 most common chords in the key of C major. This is the key to understand the Nashville chord system. The Nashville number system is basically putting a value number, in this case 1 to 7, to denote chords based on triads in a diatonic scale. So the Chordii's primary purpose is to help you visualize what the Roman numeral is for each of the chords in a chord progression. Let's try to do that with this song, I Love You, Lord. Let's copy this, paste it out here. C is the tonic, so we replace C with the Roman numeral I. G, as you can count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. G is the 5th chord, so we're going to replace it with Roman numeral 5. A minor, which is over here, is the 6th chord, so we're going to replace it with lowercase numerals 6. In Nashville numbers notation, the lowercase numerals will refer to minor chords and the uppercase numerals will refer to major chords. So your 1, 4, and 5 are the major chords. Your 2, 3, and the 6 are minor chords. The 7th is special, is a diminished chord. To denote how special this is, you can see that it is a 7 here in lowercase letters, but with a little symbol up here, that little circle up there. That denotes that this is going to be a diminished chord. Let's continue. F is chord 4 in the key of C major. So we're going to replace this with 4. As the wheel reveals, D minor is the 2 chord, so we're going to put here lowercase 2. G is the 5th chord, and of course back to the tonic with C major. So now instead of seeing C, G, A minor, F, you see 1, 5, 6, 4. 1, 5, 6, 4, 2, 5, 1. It might be tedious now to rewrite chords in Roman numerals, but trust me, if you do it long enough, you print it out, you write it out by hand, and you sing it out, and you hear those intervals, you will be able to do this in your head. Now that you've written the chord progression out in Roman numerals, you see that this is 1, 5, 6, 4. This is a very common chord progression, 1, 5, 6, 4. Once you've assimilated that pattern of 1, 5, 6, 4 and hear its sound, you understand its sound, you'll be able to hear this in many, many different songs. What if we had the next song in the key of, how about an E major? The 1 chord is E, the 5th chord is B, the 6th chord is C sharp minor, and the 4th chord is A major. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. And this extends not just to worship songs, but many other pop songs out there too. With or without you, with or without you, oh, I can live. Pretty sure it's still around, but you can search Axis of Awesome, the 4 chord song, and they've listed out a lot of songs that share this chord progression. I hope I don't get a copyright strike, but you can tell what song that is. Now that you've understood that your learning patterns are not just rote learning chords, you can see that you're cutting down your preparation time in half. You can look at a chord progression and you realize, hey, this is exactly the same pattern as XYZ song. And let me tell you, pop songs, worship songs, they're all the same. Everything is sort of copy and pasted from various different chord progressions put together. Moving on to the next use of the chordii. Now, what if you came to rehearsal and the worship leader said that I can't sing this song, it's too low for me? This is where you need to transpose a chord progression from its original key to something higher or something lower, and the chordii can help you visualize that very, very fast. Let's say the worship leader wanted to change it to E major. He can't sing in C, he wants to do it in E. You just need to flip the chordii and change the wheel. Make sure that this is in the key center of E major. And now you rewrite your chords. Now let's rewrite the chart in E major. So 1 chord is E major. The 5th chord is B major. The 6th chord is C sharp minor. The 4th chord is A major. The 2 chord is F sharp minor. The 5th chord, as you learn, is B major. And the 1 chord is E major. What does this sound like now? I love you, Lord. I love you, I was a youth ministry and we didn't have the chordii, we had to spend time to sit down and think in our heads, all right, we need to count 4 chord from E major is E, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A major. It was a big waste of time trying to rewrite chords from scratch. This is a very handy tool to just instantly visualize it. I wish this came out when I was 14 years old serving in kids worship ministry. I kid you not, I think our rehearsals might have been cut in half if we had this for every single person on the team, because we can quickly refer to a different key and just transpose on the spot. Bonus tip for guitar players, this also helps you write songs in a different key when you want to capo. Where did my capo go? So let's say you want to play an E major, but you want to capo 2. If you capo 2, now you need to rewrite your chords based on the key of D major. No problem, take the chordii, flip the key to D major because you are now rewriting chords on the key of D. Tonic is D, the 5th chord is A, the 6th chord is B minor, the 4th chord is G, the 2 chord is E minor, and the 5th chord is A back to D because this is 1, 5, 6, 4, 2, 5, 1. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. Yes, I do. With just a couple turns of the wheel to the correct key center and applying your capo, you can rewrite your song to be in a capo-friendly key. So let's recap the 3 things that the chordii is great for. Number 1, it is good at recognizing patterns in music so that you can internalize them and learn songs faster. Number 2, it helps you transpose things on the fly. Once you know the new key that you're on, select the key center and rewrite your chords with 1, 5, 6, 4, 2, 5, 1, whichever pattern that is in there. And the third thing is to help you write the chords in a capo-friendly key. And in true blue dad brain fashion, I forgot to mention, get 10% off any order of chordii using my link in the description box and the pinned comment below. Use it up. You might be thinking that learning music theory is a drudgery. I hope you see now that knowing some basic music theory behind chord progressions can alleviate the difficulties in learning and preparing songs for Sunday. When you use a tool like the chordii, the end goal isn't to have this glued to the music stand. It's to drill your mind so that you can perform these tasks in your head by instinct. But even if you are a seasoned musician, it's useful to have the chordii propped up at your workstation so it's easily referenced. As a music director, I found it very helpful in quickly writing charts in non-guitar friendly keys like B flat, E flat, and A flat, where I will make a mistake if I do it in my head. So should you buy the chordii? Yes. Just get one. It's one of those tools that fits the maxim. It's better to have one and not need it than need one and not have it. And what about you? What's your level of music theory, and does it help or hamper your Sunday service preparation? Were there situations which could have been avoided if you knew a little bit of music theory? Let us know in the comments below because we could all learn from your experience. If you found value in this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the bell icon to grow the channel, join the community, and get YouTube to send this out to more people. See you in the video that's going to pop up after this, where I break down an iconic vintage worship song and show you how to play it to an advanced level.